All right, ready to get underway. Bryce Turang up now for the Brewers. And we're underway here in the home opener. On the ground. Tosses to first. One out in the top of the first.
Ball, that's in.
And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. One down, runner at third. Here's Yelich at the dish. Infield comes in now. This one in the air, center field. Perez under it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. Safe. And they take the lead. That's too low. Ball 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground, out to short. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
Right fielder, number 8, Matt Vierling.
Hee-haw!
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. This one popped up right side. Chourio on the run towards the line. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. And that one fouled off. Harrison. He isn't really known as the starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
In time to Vaughn. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
That's a ball.
What does she need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at
ball
it.
4,
and there's ball 4. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone.
Good.
But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
1-1 now.
Good fastball
ball.
there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back here in Detroit, second inning set to go. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double. Foul ball there. Man at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Oh, that
hit him.
fastball
Batter,
drilled
take
him.
your base.
Batting 7.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. A switch hitter batting right. That one missed. And there's a foul ball. That one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a payoff pitch. Stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
3-2 now. And they're all
Ball
loaded
4.
up.
Take your base.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
That's high. That's a ball.
And you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. An absolute smash to left. And stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw. Out to short. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
2 down. And now it's Christian Yelich. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time out. Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Late on that fastball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Clearly, he
That
hasn't
missed.
had
That's
it
a
in this
ball.
game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
That
That's
one
a ball.
missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Left field. Green on the run. Couldn't
Ball.
get to it before it dropped foul. Man on second, 2 down. Line, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and
No, that
came
missed.
away
That's
with a
the ball.
beautiful line drive into center field.
Here's a 1-1. And that's the inside corner. Oh, great stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. Back at Comerica Park. We head to the bottom of the second.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that pitcher work to get you out.
The 1-0. On the ground to third. Rengifo. Long throw to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. And now Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
No, that's in.
Foul ball. Just off the inside corner. Full count now. And ball four to aboard.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
One down. And now the center fielder, Wenzel Perez. Fought off foul. And it's fouled away. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Yeehaw!
First and second, two down. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Ball.
A little bit
That's
low.
Ball down.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss as he was late. That one 95 to finish him off. Back here in Detroit, top half of the third inning. Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs they've thrown on the board. That's usually enough offense to win you the game, so they just have to keep doing what they're doing.
And a good start to the inning. Slider right there.
And that success against off-speed pitches tells me they're doing a great job of seeing the ball deep, letting the ball travel, and then just trying to use the whole field.
Oh, look at the stop. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done. Next for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. This one in the air right field, and it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag. Back at Comerica Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next offering is fouled back.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That's ripped into the outfield. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. Here's Riley Green. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. That one at the knees for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. Vierling off of first with 2 away. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air, left field. And that's the 3rd out. Start of the 4th, leading off, Miles Straw.
Miles Straw.
No, that's up.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order. That one in there across the letters. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next for the Brewers, Jackson Chourio. Fouled off left side. 0-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Man at first, 1 away.
Ball.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run shot. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Baez fires over to first. Yelich out on the play. 2 outs, base is empty. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Pop foul out of play off to the right. This one in the air, right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. That one fouled off. Man at second.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Hit in the air, center field. Perez on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. The Brewers go big with this. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels. And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. 2 down, bases empty. The batter now, Javier Baez. Fastball almost got him there. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Popped up. Turang gets under it. And the inning is over. Back here in Detroit, we go to the top of the 5th. Gary Sanchez up now for the Brewers.
Well, these Brewers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Foul ball there.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
On the ground, right side. Torres over to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, base is empty. Joey Ortiz now at the plate, and that's fouled off. The 0-1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
And that is that. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the inning, Wenceel Perez up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ortiz picks it out of the dirt. What a pick to save the play and get the first out. Right side, hard hit. Turang over to first in time. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Matt Vierling, the next to hit.
Ball. Ball.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Out towards right center field. That is the inning. All set for the top of the 6th. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Myles Straw. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
On the ground to first, and foul ball. The 0-2. On a line. 1 down. One out, man at first. Next for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Chourio, 22 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Over to Torres, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Here comes Gleyber Torres. Line to second, snagged on the bounce, and they get the out. The Brewers up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. That one lifted to left. Yelich settles under it, and there's 2 away. So digging in, Spencer Torkelson. And that one is lifted in the air. That is the inning. Back here in Detroit, we go to the top of the 7th. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1.
Ball high.
To the right side, Torres handles, throws to first in time, and the leadoff hitter set down. Open the 7th. Pitching change here, Brennan Hanafy.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. This one popped up. Torres under this one. And there are 2 outs. Andrew Vaughn now. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he grounds one to the right side. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. And he couldn't hold back. He's back at Comerica Park. Bottom of the 7th. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1. Rips that one to right. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. So here's Baez now. He's 0 for 1. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Angel Serpa.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Ball.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
On the ground to third. The throw to first.
He's out of there.
Baez gone in the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Digging in, number 13. On the ground, right side. Torres gets it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Fought off foul. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him. Now 2 out. So up next, Miles Straw. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. And we're back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez.
That's inside. Ball.
The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Takes it in for the out. Swing and a miss. That one found hard the other way. The Tigers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to the left. Fair ball. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Inside.
Vierling in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Hee-ha!
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Lee, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Calls it in, 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That is the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Turang. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there, and it's gone. A solo shot. Smoked on the ground to second. One pitch and one out. Now it's Christian Yelich. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Gone and to the deepest part of the park. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
No, ball.
Working down to the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
In the air, left side. Green under it. And that is that. Back here in Detroit, bottom of the 9th, Riley Green digs in now. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to Turang, 1. They get the double play and just 1 out to go now. Base is empty after the double play. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Chourio should have this one. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take this one in a blowout. Harrison with his first major league win.